Smooth like butter. Yes, today we are covering BTS's Jungkook. Hey, how are you all doing, my friends? I've missed you. Um, my life is kind of in chaos right now, and things just keep happening. This morning, I'm still doing with. We had planted a cherry blossom tree in our front yard to replace trees that had gotten hurt, broken during a massive snowstorm. Branch, it just and it appears that somebody vandalized it. The tree is snapped in half and laying on the ground out front. It was just a youngling. And it's sad. So I'm frustrated with that. I'm just frustrated with things in life, but I'm here for you guys, and I've got several videos I'm going to be recording, and I'm going to be also going back and doing some of their true crime. So don't worry, my true crimers and conspiracy theorists. But I also promised to do this video, and it is BTS's Jungkook. Now, if this is your first time here, hey, how are you doing? Welcome. I am D Sparta, and well, here we kind of just, I do lots of pop culture tarot readings and true crime, conspiracy theories, you name it. I cover it as best as I can. I have two sections in our videos. We go through, like in this one, we're going to cover his birth chart, some, his signs, and a little bit about who Jungkook is. And then we go into a psychic tarot and mediumship reading. Other times, if it's a case, I go over what the case is, and then we do a reading on the case. So you kind of, and I do have chapter links down below, so you can pick which areas you want to jump to. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Mwah! I appreciate you all joining and all of your awesome support. This community here is amazing, and you guys really make me feel special, and it encourages me to keep doing these videos. Also, hit the like button if you like this. Now and then I get a dislike. That's okay. I can handle it. I am not everybody's cup of tea. I know. So, if you want to get started and learn a little bit about Jungkook and his birth chart and what it says about him and relationships, so just stick around. If not, you can just jump on right ahead to the tarot reading. I'll see you. Hey, welcome. Thank you for sticking around with me. Wow, today, Jungkook. I am trying to pronounce this as properly as possible. I am from Los Angeles, California, and sometimes my accent, makes it a little harder to say things. And also the fact that I'm missing much of my teeth because I'm still going through a lot of dental surgery. And I'm doing it slowly so I don't have to deal with too much pain, too much stress all at once. I'm still a little stressed. I just got to share this story. We had planted a cherry blossom tree a couple years ago, the little baby one. And we planted it because we had this huge snowstorm that just broke busted our other trees that we had out there. And so we had to have those trees removed, and we put up this cherry tree. And this morning, waking up, I find the tree is literally like snapped in half, laying on the ground. It's disheartening. I don't know what happened, how it happened, who did it. But we've also had like some of the lavender in the backyard was just uprooted. I'm like, so someone got something against us? I don't know. It's a little concerning. But still, that's why I'm a little off this morning, but I'm here. And we are going to talk about Jungkook. JK. He was born on September 1st, 1997. That makes his sun sign a Virgo, which is an earth sign. And It's a fixed. Is it fixed? No, 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 no. It's mutable. It's more. Yeah. Sorry. Got my. Eh. I don't have my glasses. I go see a doctor again next week. My glasses, I lost them, and it's very hard for me to see my notes. So please forgive me. I kind of have some of them in big, huge font on my screen over here, and that hopefully will help. Anyway, when we're dealing with Virgos, these are very dedicated people, very dedicated. And you're going to see things about him like he's very concerned about his health, he's very efficient, very hardworking. Um, he, they're known to definitely be perfectionists, and they feel often that their self-worth comes from what they can do for others. That's kind of, kind of some things that you can that could possibly be JK's who he is, and you can kind of see that perfectionism in all of his work. Now when I show you the birth chart, I'm going to give you a big old glimpse of the birth chart here. We've seen happen, huh? um Now he's his ascending sign, and the ascending sign are is kind of it's our social, it's who we come across as to others, it's who we put forth, it's our social personality. And so he is a Libra, and that tends to make him, he can be very pleasant, someone who's nice, someone to approach, you could feel like you can approach. He appears just to be like smoothing things over. He's very charming. He likes to put across a very easygoing image, and he's very kind and gentle to others, and this is how he shows himself. At the same time, you've got the Virgo over here, who's like perfectionist, loves structure, and puts his mind to something and does it, you know and focuses on their health and appearance. And then his moon sign, which is what you the moon sign reflects our innermost, our thoughts, our feelings, our emotions. Um, and he is Leo, which is a fiery sign, and it's someone who is just very comfortable in the art world, doing music, doing anything artistic, just somebody who's highly creative. Okay? Now, I want to get into where the Saturn is placed on his chart, and it's in the seventh house. And some of you are like, well, I don't understand what that means. I will help you with that, okay? Now, the seventh house is where you deal with your friends, your relationships with others, your coworkers, relationships, love, romance. And his is Saturn. And Saturn, are you familiar? They feel like they have this responsibility to others often. They're also, I was going to put in here, they fear being being stopped, being them, being obtrusive. That's where Saturn is. It's a hardcore house. It's a hardcore planet here. So when he's dealing with relationships, especially the romantic kind, um, it brings attention that's not always good, because it makes people more critical of him. And you're going to see, and that's the way the view, and the way he views himself is very critical. It's like there's supposed to be rules and regulations, and it's like, but I want to do this. And so it comes with this feeling like, you know what, this is too much. I don't deserve to be loved. So he'll isolate himself. They distance themselves from others. It's really hard to get through because they just are afraid of feeling vulnerable and opening up. They prefer very easygoing chit chat, not going in small talk, than deep emotional things. And because of this, there's these blockages emotionally that it makes it hard for them to form a strong connection with others. And then you pull up that, you know, he's a Libra ascendant, and that is a very, well, it's a sign of superficialness where there's a lot, you tend to gloss over some of the details, and you just kind of want to float along life, don't want to dig in too deep. As I was saying, you want to avoid conflict, so you just, there's this nod, agree, smile, like, oh yeah, there's nothing wrong, and then it's eaten away. So this could lead to him possibly having a hard time explaining his feelings and what he's doing with. Now, also what I find interesting is with Saturn, that's a masculine energy here. And so masculine people are prominent in his life, meaning they hold important roles to him, and where he looks up to them, and so, you know, you could say, well, he's got all the, you know, he also looks up to his elder brother to an extent, I believe, and the other members of BTS, he probably is able to, you know, looks up to them a whole lot as family. He also, this with Saturn, it can make it really difficult for him because he's a workaholic, it says. And he can just be difficult to work with because he wants perfect. And so he's constantly hypercritical of himself and doesn't see himself good enough. And so it ends up just like restricting and closing off from the world, wanting to hide from the world, doesn't want to be in the public because they're afraid of any kind of weaknesses being exposed, because he's afraid of having weaknesses because of this need to be perfection. So people with this kind of strong Saturn influence, they just don't feel good about themselves often. And they're just so critical. They fear rejection. They can be awkward sometimes because of their fear of being rejected. Now, people also with this planet there, they don't always get into serious relationships until, you know, marriage or something, until later in life. They don't rush to it. And with Saturn in the 7th house, it's somebody who has a lot of patience. He actually does have a lot of patience. So once he's ready to commit to somebody, he's going to be very committed. They're very, very, very loyal. And now, both his Saturn is in the 7th house and Venus is opposite. So we're going to look at how we look at this is, well, he probably prefers people who are more mature than him, who are older than him. And an attraction to Capricorns. He likes the fact that Capricorns are reliable, trustworthy, and are structured. My wife is a Capricorn. I get it. And yes, I mean, she is very reliable, very trustworthy, and yeah, things are very structured. She likes things structured. This is how it goes. If this was supposed to go, then this is supposed to happen. If that doesn't happen, it's like, why is there chaos? Now, and then here I am, like, sprinkling chaos around. It's a great marriage, let me tell you. But yeah, he prefers people, there could be an age gap or just somebody who's more mature than him. Don't get weirded out by this, but someone like this, they might have had problems not really connecting with their parents, their mother or father. And because of that, there may be a tendency to want someone who will act like a parental figure, not just a partner. They might want someone who's like nurturing and mentoring and going, yes, you could do this, you could do that, So, yeah. He struggles with his self-esteem, and he always is trying, he doesn't think he looks good enough. There's something wrong with his appearance. He's always wanting to fix something with the appearance. These are all things that, yeah. Now, what's interesting is Mars, that is, it's his only planet that's in a water sign, Scorpio. So this is representing his emotions, intuition, sensitivity. And since it's going through Mars, which is very aggressive, because Mars, the god of war here, in order to express his feelings, he come off kind of blunt, kind of harsh, but he's not intending to be hurtful. It just comes across that way. If he's stressed out emotionally, he's probably it would be wanting to release that through exercise, getting involved with sports, especially punching, boxing is what I'm seeing. Just that is definitely with this whole Mars in the water house. And I want to look into, so yeah, he is extremely critical of his appearance, which is kind of sad, because he's fine. He doesn't see himself as the way we would see him. So this is just, this conjecture. This is not facts that I'm saying. I am just talking about what we see with what planets are where in his chart, where they were in the sky when he was born. Okay? And if you like this kind of information, please comment down below and let me know, because I can go into more details like this with others. I don't mind. It's learning, I'm learning more and more about birth charts, and I've had fun making some. So yeah. Now, I think we're done here. I think we should just move on into the actual tarot reading. I'll see you there. Hey, welcome back. Right now we are going to get into the psychic reading here with tarot. I do keep a headset on. It helps me to focus and block out outside noises, and I do listen to music often. Right now I do have a playlist, BTS, playing while I'm doing this reading on my Spotify. Right now is Left and Right, which is a collaboration that JK did with Pluth. Was it Charlie Pluth, if I recall? I know some people are kind of freaked out by this, but that song and the collaboration. But hey, it's a cute song. I like it. Okay, so let's just remember that this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Don't put all your reliance on psychic mediums such as myself and cards. Just don't do that. make sure, you proceed cautiously when making important life decisions. Seriously. I'm using a new tarot deck. I'm really disappointed in it because I thought it was getting really great artwork. And the artwork's only for the major arcana, and in the suits, just the page, knight, queen, and king. And the rest is just like, they just put a number on the card going, these are 3 wands. It's just like 3 wands. It kind of bothers me. Okay, let's get this shuffled up. I want to use this deck though, I decided. Okay. See what happens, and here's the star, and it's reversed. I want to look at the imagery on this. Just want to get some more cards down before I... This is dealing, when the stars reverse, we're dealing with, you might have recall if you had watched the part with the birth chart, someone who's disconnected, someone who doesn't have a lot of faith in themselves, and just kind of hitting despair, like, I can't do anything right. I try and do something that I enjoy and it's displeasing to others, so what should I do? And though here's the world upside down. And it's like, okay, he's feeling disconnected because of the break of the hiatus BTS is on, and there's this, he needs more closure. Something's being delayed. He wanted to do, but it's not happening. Yeah, the 2 of Cups. The 2... What? Okay. I got this here. When I saw this, it kind of blew my mind. Because the 2 of Cups is often about a partnership, mutual attraction, but this is more of distrust. With it reversed, he's disconnected. He needs to work on self-love. He doesn't love himself. He's disconnected. The disconnect is himself, I'm really seeing. Just not knowing how to not be perfect. I think there was a relationship that's also broken. But then I have the Ace of Cups over here. And that's the start of a new relationship or new creative projects. So let's get a little bit more here. Let's see what's going on. Oh, the High Priestess. Alrighty. And she's upright. And it's over the upside down world. I think his world, when I see the upside down world right now, I'm thinking more literally. He feels like his world's just been turned upside down. And he's like, I'm drowning. What do I do? um, he he needs to take a break with this self-care and getting more into his spiritual life. Learning how to love himself, not feel like he has to be a people pleaser. And here's the Queen of Cups reversed. And that's over this disconnect. This makes me think of he was feeling very dependent on someone or someone's, like from a young age he's been disconnected from his home, and so his what became his home life was being with BTS. And now there's this disconnect as they are exploring their own solo projects. He might feel a little betrayed. Even though he wants to explore himself, I think he didn't want things to just, people drift apart. Here's the Ace of Wands. And that's over the Ace of Cups. That's, ooh. That's kind of spicy. That really is. Wands is fire and starting stuff, and with Ace, it's usually beginnings. And so this is inspiration, desire, creativity. So, there's going to be a collab with someone, and a new, I don't think it's the current one, that bringing creativity together. This was the Nine of Wands in reverse. Oh no, he did a collab with someone and he feels like there's been ulterior motives. I think he's feeling a little used. Oh, that's where all this does. Oh my gosh. He feels like it backfired. He was hoping, making good friends and things, and that is broken now. Things did not go as planned. And here's the Page of Wands, upright. He was very excited about doing these collabs, but it didn't turn out what he had hoped. And so there's he's second guessing himself. He doesn't know what to do now. And I think that's where that's why he's stepping back. Maybe I should just go solo here for a while and not collab, because it's causing too much. Yeah. I'm going to pull out another deck. I'm just feeling really drawn to this deck. He's trying to put on this face of, oh no, it's fine, it was great, we worked together, it was great. But he's feeling a little like, well, that didn't go as I had hoped. And it's really hard for someone who wants things to be perfect and always go smoothly. This is just it's not it's hurting him internally. It's okay, JK, Jungkook. It's okay. It's okay. Not everything has to go according as you planned or be perfect. Oh. Let's see here. We got the Seven of Wands, and it's reversed. Yeah, he's feeling very overwhelmed. He's lacking his confidence right now. Lacking, and that is something that I saw in his birth chart also. Someone who doesn't have a lot of faith in himself, and this has kind of set him back a bit. And then we have the Sun, and it's upright. Yeah, these cards I'm definitely connecting with better. They're how do I say this? I know what I'm seeing, but I don't know how. He's definitely learning what he wants to do and not just jump into something next. I think he's going to be taking more time. He's learning to make decisions himself. Okay, and here is the Four of Swords. And it's right side up. Okay. Yeah. He's taking more time, making better decisions. He's got to. I keep saying he needs to look spiritually and within himself. We'll do some meditation. Find peace. That's where the creativity is going to flow, and it's also it help in his creative business life and in his personal life with relationships with others. I'm seeing he's going to be hitting this like an enlightenment, like I hadn't thought of this. This is so much easier if I do it this way, kind of thing. All right, and we have the Nine of Coins, and that's upright. Also, we're seeing success over here, and this over this. That the guy, he's got coin. Importance to him is financial independence and security. It's like if I don't have these, if I cannot be independent on my own and make money, it's a worry to him. I am drinking a vanilla latte, iced one, because I'm still trying to wake up today. Okay. And we have the King of Cups over here. And that is over the Sun. And often when you see the cups and you have the king like this, and it's over here, he's needing to learn to balance play and work. He needs to learn to balance his life and not see that it doesn't have to be so extreme. It's like on off for him. Things are this, but it's like, no, you need to realize that it's okay if things aren't as black and white as you had wanted them to be. Okay, so here I have the Six of Coins, and you see this person, and that's over the sword. Oh. He, I see, he's going to be taking, he wants to help others. And he's going to use his money to give to others. And he's going to be very generous. He wants to share it with his wealth with somebody close to him, maybe family or yeah, it's like I have more than enough now. The King of Coins. This is somebody in his life who, wealthy, very disciplined, also is disciplined, kind of got a lot of the same kind of wanting structure. It's an earth sign. Let's see what's going on here with that. And the Three of Cups. Interesting. I see him doing a collab with an earth sign. Working together, so a creative project. They could be doing something, helping each other on a project. And they could be with a third person working on this. And as I say third person, Three of Pentacles. Yeah, I think there's like a 3 teamwork collaboration coming up. I do see earth signs like being strong, and maybe a water sign with the King of Cups over here. These are all masculine energies I'm seeing. It could be 2 other members of BTS. It could be other outside, or it could be a woman with very masculine energy. That's very possible. Yeah, this is going to help feed him where he's been feeling torn apart. Now here's the Knight with the Swords. I'm seeing that this has been delayed. This is a project, something that he's been wanting to do, and it's been delayed, and so he's lost focus. It's lost focus. It lost focus, and they're trying to get back on track with what is going to come out. And then this is 8 of Swords. Okay, the lack of focus. This is coming clearer. He is making himself powerless in this situation. He's got some really crazy expectations that are too hard for him. That, it's this whole, it has to be perfect. And he wants this to be so perfect for ARMY, for all his fans. He wants this to be special. It's something for them. And there's just this, he's afraid because of his another collaboration, something else he's done, did not go so well. It's kind of stifling him right now. Like, okay, I want to do this with you guys, but I'm afraid because of all this. And here's Strength upside down. And he needs to get out of his head. He needs to get spiritually grounded. He really does. Because he's got too many self-doubts. And he feels like he doesn't have a direction in his life. He's lacking direction. And I think this project was not feeling like it had solid direction. And it could be because his life right now, it's like, well, what do I do now? What do I really want to do? Am I going to be betraying others because I pursue something a little different? Yeah. Oh. Now here's the page of coins, and she's reversed over here. And, yeah, this is all lack of progress. This is procrastination. On this project. Is it going to come to light? I don't know. This is like all behind the scenes stuff going on in his little brain and between others. Here's the Queen of Swords. The Judgment. Tired of judgment. He's trying to figure out his own boundaries and respecting others. He's said something very direct, and it was kind of like, what? It did not come out the way he had hoped. And there's somebody he's just kind of, yeah. Here's the 4 coins reversed. Interesting. Because often he's closing off for self-protection. He's trying to protect himself, you know? There's this whole self-protection worry about this project. Now, let's see if I could get into relationships here. I'm seeing someone in my mind he's with, but it's like I'm not seeing the whole image. Here's the sun, and it's upright again. This is a lot of, this is success. This is positive. So there's a positive. So that's good start for dealing with relationships. Let's see. Ooh. The 7 of Swords. Okay. We're still on that theme. This is the same theme of wanting to find what he's supposed to be doing now, gaining self-worth, but he's gonna be able to do it. He's got a lot of choices to make and balancing those all out. And we have the 6 of Swords. He is feeling very nostalgic. Excuse me, I am so thirsty. There's a lot of memories. Yeah, I was gonna say he needs to let go of the past somewhat. Here's the 9 of Swords. Something in his childhood just did not sit well with him. And with these swords reversed, that's where I think is very, very unhappy. Something just, he wants to let go of those memories. I think, and the disconnect from that. And we got the 5 of coins. I think, was he come from a it's just isolating. He keeps wanting to isolate. He was isolated as a youth, as a child, kind of. I just see this, not a connection with parents. There's not a nurturing bond here. And that's causing problems with relationships. And here's the 2 of Swords upside down. And he is so confused about love and who to love, how to love, and what's okay. He wants to feel like he belongs. And he did, in BTS, being in that group, that helped him feel, 'cause he just hasn't always felt like he belongs. And I think he hides all this pain. Yeah. Here's the Ace of Wands upside down. And I just, he's bored. He doesn't have passion. He's missing passion in his life right now. It's just Temperance is reversed. Interesting. It's because he doesn't have the balance. He goes excessive one way to another. Like, he needs, I keep saying that he needs the balance. He needs to heal. He has a lot of inner healing, inner child healing. This time of hiatus, feeling kind of lost and disconnected, and he needs to find that connection. And this is, okay, the 5 of Cups is reversed. Often the 5 of Cups is not seeing what you have. You're not able to see clearly. But with this is reversed, it's finally accepting and being able to move on. Like I said, he needs to move on. That's what this card is. Moving on, and getting that fresh start, getting the healing. Oh yeah, he's, yeah. The 10 of Wands is upside down, folks. He doesn't like to delegate things. He has to be in control. He likes to be in control. And that has to do with relationships. Here's the 4 of Wands. Okay, I need to pull another card. Something's, okay. Oh. Wants to win at all costs. There is somebody he loves, and he wants to give his all. He is willing to just, I want us to be together. I want us to celebrate. And I am going to I will give everything of myself to you. There's a strong, yeah. Okay, and here's the Devil card reversed. So, what I see with that, now, some people think, the Devil card means something bad, but no. This is, him overcoming all these, how he puts all these expectations, is releasing them. And he's willing to open up and to try and explore things from another perspective. Breaking taboo. The 10 of coins here is reversed. And that makes me kind of feel like I'm a little concerned. He is so afraid. If he focuses on a relationship, it's going to hurt his finances. That's all he doesn't know how to balance work and a relationship, personal life, because at such a young age, I'm seeing he's only worked. So stopping and having a personal life, knowing how to just be themselves, and someone who's a workaholic, this is really hard for them. They want this love, but they're hesitant. And the Ace of Cups. That's the relationship. And I'm seeing the other person wanting to give all. They both are trying to juggle their lives and find themselves. And I think they feel like we need to work on our individual selves right now, so that we can go back and check this relationship. See if we can be a unit together. It's like all we've known is, work. We're young and we need to grow up and mature. Okay, I'm going to try and see if there's anything I can see here. See, distance, breaking apart, to come together again, breaking apart. So much in life is breaking apart. What do I do while waiting for it to come back? And that's not just with career, it's with love. He's suffocating because he doesn't know which direction to go. What direction to go? What direction do I go? Because I'm on my own and I have a freedom now. A new freedom. A new freedom needs to explore it. Exploring even some darker things in life. Looking at itself and the dark in there, and learning to accept who he is. More coming into his music, some darker themes I see. I just see someone who's going to be proceeding carefully going forward on things. And yeah, so I think that's about it for today. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you haven't, like I said, please subscribe. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Comment down below what you want to see me do next. What kind of videos should I'm trying to find the feel for this channel, what I should be focusing on. Because I want to please everybody, but I can't. So I'm trying to find this happy medium myself, just like Jungkook. We're both trying to figure this out. Anyway, I love you guys. And remember, be kind to yourself and be kind to others. Bye. Hit the like.